everyone, welcome to the Tristar Gym channel. Today we're going to be covering the hook lift into knee bar transition. A beautiful move that will work for you either gi, no gi. It'll work for you in MMA and of course even straight BJJ competition. A very powerful move. Now we're going to take a quick look at Romulo scoring this on Dang Hyun Kim in Abu Dhabi 2013. A beautiful hook lift here. Romulo is going to transition right into inverted guard and score a beautiful knee bar. So let's look at the first few problems you might run into. When you do a hook lift, sometimes guys will just jump right out of your guard. You know, as soon as I try to lift my opponent above my head here, watch this. What he does is he'll throw himself even further and just simply leapfrog himself out of my guard. This is something I want to avoid. And it's a very easy way to avoid, okay? A very easy thing to avoid. As I hook lift, watch what I do. Once he's up high enough, I'm going to hook over his legs. Okay, so once I hook up over his legs, he won't be able to continue forward progression without taking me with him. He's going to have to drag me across the mat. Here's a quick look at it. Just what when you throw your opponent up over your head, go right into hooking his knees. If he tries to drag you across the mat, power through, just simply flow right into a leg lock. Okay, you go right into your leg locks. These are your single leg X attacks or your ashigaramis or leg lock situations like I like to call it. And we're going to be seeing a lot of sweeps from here in the future, so stay tuned for that. But right now what we're going to be looking at is the hook lift, okay? Now right here, once I get my opponent up in the hook lift position, look at this beautiful space that you've created here when you do a hook lift. Look at this giant space. I want to make sure I keep this space open because I'm going to be inverting my guard right into that space, okay? So let's see how that's done here. So I'm inverting my guard. I'm going to bring my left hand up across my body and frame right underneath his arm. So I really want to make sure that this stays open. So I'm putting my forearm in there and making sure that I apply pressure upwards over my head. The second point I want to grab is right here. Okay, I'm grabbing at the ankle and making sure that I don't grab at the knee or any point lower than that. Once I'm here, notice what I'm doing here. I'm going to be pushing. I need some counter pressure here. Okay, I'm going to be pushing up with my hand and I'm going to be pulling towards myself with this hand. Okay, so I have two arrows going in different directions here, and this counter pressure is going to allow me to invert the guard. So by using my hands, I'm going to be able to rotate my guard 180 degrees, inverting myself into a knee bar. Now it's very important when you do this knee bar that you keep your spine straight. If your spine is not straight, your opponent will be able to crush you with his body weight. I want to make sure to avoid his body weight. Keep your spine straight, close your triangle, trap the ankle with the crook of your arms. Notice here, I'm using the crook of my arms to trap his leg. I don't want to use my hands to grab onto his leg. The hands are much weaker than the elbows. Okay, so we go into the knee bar. You can finish the knee bar upside down here. This is not uncommon here. Finishing the knee bar upside down is not uncommon. But guys, once you put the knee bar on them, they will want to twist and turn and try to get out and collapse their own position here. Okay. Now it's very important to notice here. Look at this mistake that I'm making here. If you see if you can catch it here. Very important mistake. I never want to grab at the knee. Okay. Let's see what happens when you grab at the knee. If you grab at the knee, your opponent's going to be able to bend his leg. You see my opponent here? He's able to bend his leg. Once you bend his leg, he's going to be able to bring his head above my own head. And that's going to be a problem for me. That's when I'm going to start feeling the body weight here. He's going to be able to sprawl out of my guard and smash my guard and pass, okay? Now, let's look at a few quick little details at the hook lift. Keep an eye on my hips here. These hips have to move forward, okay? If your hips do not move forward, you're going to be muscling this lift. It's very important that my hips move forward. Take a quick little look here. Watch, I dig my heels into the ground, move my hips forward. As I move my hips forward, he's going to start falling forward. Notice my hands transition under his arms, and I start to press him up over my head. When you press him up over your head, you're obviously going to be pushing also up with your legs. Very important. Use your legs to control your opponent. Block those knees, frame with your arm, grab the ankle, not at the knee, invert your guard with the counter pressure, flow right into a triangle, press the knee bar right into his knee here. You can finish him upside down. Most guys are going to try to scramble out of this. When he scrambles out of this, make sure to control that ankle with the crook of your arms. Okay guys, that's it for this tutorial. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Please like, share, and comment, and make sure to stay tuned because we're going to be covering lots of all the aspects of fighting, from striking to wrestling to jiu-jitsu to mixed martial arts conditioning as well. Okay, guys, thank you very much, and see you next time.